Ever had that game where it felt like system personally chose your team just to watch you suffer? Yeah, same. But it's just not the bad luck you are facing. It's a pattern. And once you see it, you can't unsee it anymore. So in this video, we are breaking down the madness. We are going to expose how matchmaking really works in Marvel Rivals and which heroes are carrying the entire ranks on their back and what you should actually be playing if you want to escape the elo hell. No fillers, no fluff. Just the reality of Marvel Rivals ranked system and how to abuse it to get into a better elo which you really deserve. Let's get one thing clear. Matchmaking isn't broken, it's manipulative. The system looks at your past few matches and makes assumptions. Did you carry too hard last game or the recent games you played? And then it might just put another 0-14 Punisher in your team, just like a balanced patch to an overpowered hero. Why? Because it's just not a fairness to be provided to such a matchmaking system, but it's about keeping the match competitive, which often means pairing you with someone who needs a boost, hoping you will carry that person who had a hell to face. And here's where things get really twisted. If you are unpredictable as a player by playing random heroes consistently flexing, playing tanks when your team don't have any tank, you actually are confusing the system more. It doesn't know what to expect from you, so it gives you a chaotic matchup. And that's what you did. Okay, so consider that. And this is especially painful in lower ranks, where players already don't know how to synergize with each other and make a good match team fight to win another round, or maybe just lose it altogether cause they were never playing with each other. So if you're playing or feeling like this matchmaking is punishing you, it probably is. But not because you're bad, because you're better than the lobby you are in. That sounds funny, right? Then why am I not winning? And the system wants to see if you can handle more chaos. And this is the reason you feel like you're getting an underwhelming team which is really underperforming, but the system just wants to test how far you can push the boundaries to win a match. And then you will be ranked up. That's what the system thinks and does to a player who is hard carrying in his own elo, where he is a bit overpowered for the other players who are fighting him. Bronze is pure chaos. People are still learning their battle layouts, dying mid-ult and are trying to jump on Groot walls. God knows why. In this lawless rank, the only consistent way out is disruption. You don't need to be flashy. You just need to ruin the enemy's ability to think and remember what they were actually going to do. Venom. Pick Venom and suddenly you are everywhere. You can dive, you can self-heal, you can pull pressure off your team all at once. In Bronze, healers are clueless and can be panicked easily. So Venom bullying them ruins the entire rhythm of the incoming healing and the outgoing damage. Hulk is another one of your options where providing insane amount of disruption is an easy job. With such high mobility for his jump which have literally zero cooldown, you are welcoming the enemy team into a chaos. You are not dying to kill, or you are not diving to kill actually, you are diving to make enemies forget that they were doing something. And Bronze players, they all fall for it every single time. And if you want a healer and want to fill in as a healer in Bronze rank, just pick up Adam. Adam's burst healing and self-sustainability lets you survive when your tanks runs off solo and your DPS is playing hide and seek all over the map with the health packs. He can frag and heal at the same time, which is everything you need in a team with no clues what payload is. And that's it. With these particular 3 heroes, you can create enough amount of chaos in Bronze rank actually, and then escape out of this brownish thing and you can get into a better rank, which is not actually better, and we will speak about it next. Welcome to the silhouette of foiled wrap. This rank is called Silver, where players think they understand the team comps but still triple lock duelists like it's a fashion statement. This rank where ego outranks awareness and people love blaming their healers while refusing to pick one. How do you climb here? Just pick Punisher. His turret doesn't miss. Even when you do miss, he is not missing a single shot of that huge gun. Silver players don't clear it and don't care about it, which is really bad, and they panic, which makes them die, and rage quit and rage ping their healers for not healing them enough. Use it to hold space, control fights, the flow of the fights from a distance, and minimal efforts are going to pay you off with a maximum impact in every team fight. So save that E ability of yours to just make your team fight flow in your team's favor. And that's what Punisher does with that one shiny star he has on his stats. Next up, you can just pick Moon Knight and he will carry you smoothly out of this rank. Just play him right. Slippery, annoying and clutch are the three words that define a perfect Moon Knight player. He can 1v1 almost any DPS at this rank, and with his new kit after the update, he gets a slowly depleting shield with his secondary attack, and this shield does its job. And his kit rewards smart movement, which most of the silver player don't have. Master the hook, disappear into chaos, clean up the messy fights. That's all you do with this character. And the best time to pick him is when the enemy team's tank are not dying at all. That is when your chance to switch to Moon Knight and farm your ult instantly. And then just go flanking around the corners, push your Q button, throw the onk on the ground and immediately fire the alternative shot and done. You won the fight already. Try it and let me know if this works in your fights or not. It has been working in my fights consistently and giving me insane result in tight team fights. You want healing and more survivability for your team, then just go Dagger. She is the girl cause she can heal a massive amount of healing to the teammates and herself too, while topping you off in tight scenarios when a dive unit is trying to kill you, and that makes her a immovable object in the solo queue mess. If things go south, just switch to cloak and vanish. That's all you do when you are in the cloak form. You can also use his primary attack to take down the enemies that are trying to dive you, but it's better to heal your teammates and ignore the dive, cause that's how you win fights wherein your team can fight without getting afraid of the enemy killing them instantly, cause a massive amount of healing is coming their way. And that is exactly how you farm your ult in Cloak and Dagger hero form. In gold, players start thinking like a team, but still can't finish each other's combo. You get a tank that shields nobody, healer who panics and ults, and DPS that rushes into 1v6 because my cooldowns were up, and that's why I went in. So who do you pick in this scenario? Thor is the Chaos Hammer. He dives harder, survives even harder, and his lightning attacks in his ruined form can bail you out of any bad fights. He's perfect for gold where everyone is almost good but not quite great. Doctor Strange. Gold teams kind of play together, and responding to that, repositioning and protecting teammates actually work. And Strange does it best. Strange can make space, block angle, clutch save fights if you know your timings and how to time up your shield along with your ult, and also a chaosing burst which can deal a massive amount of damage in your ult form. Next up is Loki. His healing lanterns alone can carry any bad comp. Gold is where people start to understand healing zones, so his kit finally pays off. He is slippery, he is deadly, and he gets you out of unwinnable scenarios easily. And that's what is the job of the Chaos God himself, Loki. Welcome to the first blue, the pit of pain, the graveyard of almost made it. The skill gap is real here. Almost players are here mechanically good but lack something that's called adaptability. So how do you stand out in this rank? The first hero I recommend is the anti-flanking queen, Penny Parker. She shreds divers, she holds choke points, she is self-sustainable when the nest is on the ground, and now she can crit 2 on her primary attack, which is massive. She is Plat's best tank right now and she punishes sloppy plays even harder. You want a reliable way to shut down Black Panther, Moon Knight or any flanking unit, you are the reckless solution for those. Pennypacker is what all you need to shut down these guys from killing your healers. Namor, the Squid God. He lost his slow turret but still the new Gamma Squid melts everything. Position it well and you will force divers to get back. Namor is the counter to Platinum dive heavy comps and players are not now only realizing how bursted he is in the game right now, but his Gamma Squid is now a menace and can deal massive amount of damage with his lock-on laser. Invisible Woman, the ultimate multitasker. Shield, she zones, she heals without even exposing herself. Platinum players are understanding space better and Sue thrives on that. Plus, she is one of the few strategists that feels like a real DPS when she needs to be. With her shift ability where you throw a small spear on the ground which deals a decent amount of damage, the longer the enemy stays in it, the more damage they receive. And with your E ability, you can literally pull people inside this circle. The more people are in this circle, the more faster you will get your ult. And I have been addressing how to farm your ults faster for each healer because they are really important in every team fight you do. You want to understand the timings of the healers and their ultimate in the opposing team so that you can pop your ultimate at the same time when the enemy team's ultimates are out. You can use your ult as a defensive ultimate when another DPS from the opposing team is using his ultimate to kill your entire team. In that scenario, you can use your own ult to protect your team. That was a lot about ults and how to get them, and ult, that's a bit too much. Diamond is no longer about flashy plays, it's about being clean. This is where players watch cooldowns, track their ultimates, punish mistakes, and recognize overextending enemies in 0.5 seconds. So, who is dominating Diamond? Hela. Still top tier even with the nerfs she got in recent, her HP was pulled down, which is not recent, it was done in back patches, but the 250 HP really feels punishing, but she is still immensely powerful. Why? Because now your teammates can actually play around her. She is the execution queen, picks off weak enemies, reset fights, and pressure even the best strategist in panic mode. Next up is the Tin Man himself, the tank melter Iron Man. He finally got the survivability and utility he needed the most. Players at his level know how to cycle his armor properly. You don't just poke anymore, you dive in, combo, survive long enough to delete the healers, and done. That's what Iron Man is made for now in the new meta. Next up, the healer for Diamond, Mantis. The Mantis menace is real. Double stacking heals buffs are crazy value in Diamond, where players are finally hitting shots and are not wasting cooldowns. She boosts damage, sustains pushes, and lets DPS play like a god. Without dying obviously, cause the heal can stack ultimately an enough amount of time so that a dive can flank in, get into the dive mode, kill someone and get back alive with a decent amount of HP over his head. So that was all. Let's summarize all that in just 2 or 3 sentences. Matchmaking might be unfair. Your teammate might suck, and that's true, it is cause of the matchmaking system. But the truth is, there is always a better player, better hero, better strategy, and a better mindset that can break through. Play smart, pick the heroes that match your rank chaos, and if you really want to grind without spacing into a better rank, then learn the meta. Then abuse it harder than a rocket's ult in overtime. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, you got the playbook now. Let's climb together. Meet you in the next one. Until then, peace out, bye.
like the cold. Turn around,